Good afternoon, and thank you for joining us on this edition of Owning Your Own Home, Comfort Homes. I'm so happy to have you, and one of our goals here at Comfort Homes is not just to have you purchase your home, but we want to help you to remain an home owner. So I have with me today and a very prominent accountant with the show WBGR, also with MWR, Mr. Leon Copeland, and I'm going to hand over to him on how to go about the financial aspects of owning your own home, because credit is your gateway to wealth. In this, in this country, there's nothing tangible you can accomplish or own without a good credit. So my goal is to help you, maintain and achieve good credit by introducing you to MWR Financial, to teach you not how to just buy a home from me and see you later. For those of us that have a challenge credit, how we can help you improve your credit so that you can get finance and purchase your own home. Because actually in this kind of economy, it's cheaper to own than renting, and HUD hire us to go out there and promote owner occupancy. But before you can get there, there's a lot of incentives out there. I've partnered with the experts in the field. All you have to do for a fee is follow their directions, and they will guide you from A to Z on how to maintain a healthy credit. Not only that, to remain there, so that when you buy a house from me, you're not going to end up on the auction. You will remain an home owner. So I went out of my ways, and I'm going to have a special, financier at this show. I believe, she was caught in traffic, Dr. Shelley Lou. You will hear from her mouth when she arrives in few minutes. She already called me. So before she gets here, I would like Mr. Leon Copeland to enlighten us how to start from A to Z. And if you have a perfect credit, at least 620 score, and you can get a mortgage. I highly recommend Fidelity Direct as sponsor. Brett Carter is not here today. He's on assignment, but he will be back next week. And contact him and get your pre-approval letter and your NS money, so that you will not forfeit your NS money in case your offer was accepted and you do not close. We don't want that, because $1,000 is a lot of money to forfeit, because if they accept your offer and you do not close due to you cannot get a loan, HUD will not return your money. And I just don't sell HUD homes, I sell all homes, and I'm licensed in DC, Maryland, and Virginia. So I'm here to guide you all the way to your dream home. So if you have a property for sale, or you want to buy, or any transaction you want to do, just give me a call. My number again is 202, that's my direct number, 202-251-0605. So while we're waiting, we want to start from the beginning. I also invited a renowned uh, title company attorney, but they had to close late today. They have a closing going on. He's also very knowledgeable, and I only work with the best in the field to give you the best, service that you really deserve. I don't want you to buy a house from me, and in a couple of years or months you end up on the auction field. No, that's not what I'm all about. All about how you can buy a home from me, buy a house from me, and keep you as a homeowner. That's my goal, so that you can spread the word, and then tell your family and friends, you know, all about me. So, to cut without much ado, I'm going to hand over to Mr. Copeland to enlighten us how the clients can go about it, repair their credit, because once the credit is restored, then, and tell them all the services that we have at MWR Financial, that, how they can go about it to join for 79
97.
97 a month. And all you have to do is upload your 3 credit reports, and do no more. And once you upload it into the system, let the professional handle it. We have a CPA, CPF, tax attorney, or everything at your disposal, that if you have to hire these people on your own, we're talking about maybe like $250 an hour, which is a lot of money. But we have all these professionals working for you. And once you attain your goal, that you reach maybe 620 or whatever goal you set for yourself, and they will help you to remain at that goal, not going back to how you get into the credit situation in the first place. So we are here to help you, not just buy a home, but to remain a home owner. So
Thank you for the introduction,
yes,
Ms.
indeed.
Comfort. Welcome again, future home buyers. My name is Leon Copeland, as Ms. Comfort introduced me.
Yes.
I am a consultant with MWR Financial.
Yes.
And let's talk a little bit about some credit and some debt issues. As you can see on the screen behind us, the facts about credit. Most Americans have begun to be using credit as the new way to supplement their income. Over 80% of Americans have credit challenges or no credit at all,
Yes.
according to CNBC. So the question is, are you paying the price? Are you paying the price through higher interest rates, higher down payments, higher monthly payments, higher insurance premiums, the inability to finance good debt, which is equivalent to business and real estate, or own a home? Next slide, please. With our Credit Max program, we have cash flow creation, which is actually a strategy that we have. So with Credit Max, as a part of MWR Financial, we help you to improve your scores from 50 to 150 points on average. We help to remove or correct negative credit items. We have credit consultation and credit rebuilding and ID theft correction. Let our experts get you the credit score that you. Some facts again about credit. Again, most Americans have begun, as we said, using credit as the new way to supplement their income.
Exactly.
Debt really is high interest, non deductible consumer debt,
Mm-hmm.
which is really stealing the future of the American family. With debt, the American consumers owe $11.16 trillion in debt.
Mm.
The average person will pay over $600,000 in interest over their lifetime.
Mm.
So, after losing a third of their income in taxes, millions of people lose another third in debt and interest by trying to make up the difference. So, with MWR Financial, we are a conglomerate of different services. We have credit, we have equity max, we have other debt elimination services, we have wealth tracks,
Okay.
and we also have money max.
Okay.
Now, each one of those services are available to you as a husband and wife for the same price of $79.97.
Yes.
We recommend that you actually pull your credit reports first, you and your husband, if you're married, and that's basically all that you have to do. Our company will do all of the heavy lifting for you,
Exactly.
and the services are unlimited consultations. So we do four things. We help you to restore your credit.
Yes.
We help you to get rid of your debt. We help you to pay the minimum legal tax, and we help you to increase your savings. And so again, the price of the services altogether are $79.97 per month. That's for a husband and wife,
Yes.
and they're unlimited services. So as Ms. Comfort was saying, we also have CPAs and CFAs. And these are all unlimited services. So as many times as you need to talk with the professionals, they will be there to hold your hand
Okay.
through MWR Financial.
Okay.
And we would love for you to go to mwrfinancial.com / comfort buyers outreach to sign up as a member
Okay.
with MWR Financial. Again, that's mwrfinancial.com / comfort buyers outreach
Okay.
to sign up for your membership.
Okay.
For you, if you're single, or if you and your husband or wife, to sign up for $79.97 per month. It's absolutely phenomenal program. We also have a 30-day money back guarantee, which
Okay.
I believe no other financial services company in America has that type of a guarantee. So we guarantee that if you go through the steps of our program, you follow them, and you do not make or save the amount of money that you've paid, we will give you a 100%
Your
money back
Yes.
guarantee.
Okay. That's a very good point you made, Mr. Copeland. And one thing I like about this service is that it's pay as you go.
It is. It's pay as you go.
So once you get to where you need to be, and
No contracts, no
no
long-term
contra-
contracts.
you can
Pay as you go.
cancel
You can.
at any time.
That's exactly right.
And there's a lot of benefits. We have the mentors
Correct.
that we look out for you. Like I said earlier, our goal is not just to sell you the house and you are on your own or whatever. If you decided to stay on the program, we have coaches that let you
It will hold your hand all
hold
the
your
way.
hands.
So they do all the heavy lifting. So
You don't have
there's
to
very
do
little
anything.
work for you to do, other than
They are-
first of all upload your credit reports.
That's
The
all.
company does everything else for you, and there's unlimited consultation services with all
Exactly.
four of the programs: the Credit Max program, the Equity Max program, the Money
Yes.
Max program, and the Wealth Tracks program.
You hear that, folks? So, the ball is in your court. But if you don't start, you cannot finish. This is first thing first. Get your credit house in order so that you can be qualified to get a mortgage. Because, unless you want to pay cash, and even if you have 300,000 cash, why use your money? Why not invest that money and use bank's money,
Right.
but no bank will finance you without good credit.
Right.
So that's why, we are here to help you, and we partner with FHA approved lender, which is Fidelity Direct. Mr. Carter is not here today because he's
Previous
teaching,
engagement.
yeah, previous engagement. He's teaching another class, but he will be here next week. Any question you have, we are just a phone call away, and we are here to answer any question that you have, because this is the best time to buy your own home. It's a whole lot cheaper to own, and we are here to make sure not only did you buy from me, which I'm licensed in DC, Maryland, and Virginia, but we want to make sure you remain an homeowner so that you don't lose your home to foreclosure or whatever. So we are providing you all these tools that you're gonna need, financial advisors, mentor, coaches, because like we said earlier in our previous programs, why do people win millions of dollars in lotto and still go bankrupt?
Wow.
Because they don't have
The financial coaching.
coaching that they need. But we are here so that you learn from other people's mistake. We are here to guide you to learn from other people's mistakes so that you don't continue doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. That's not We are not here to judge you, and we don't want to know why you are in this situation in the
Right.
first place.
Right.
But now that we are here to guide you, how do we get to find a solution so that you can own your own home and stop helping somebody else pay their mortgage? Because even if you have lived in a property for over 30 years, all that the law requires of a landlord is 30 days notice, and they will not even say thank you,
Wow.
even if you have lived there for 30 years.
Wow.
So, and moreover, you can pay less to own than to rent,
Yes. Yes.
and you get all these incentives, thousands of dollars worth of incentives out there nowadays. Grants, not loans. And for good neighbor next door, for teachers, first responders, police officers. If the house is like 300,000, you will get HUD homes for half that amount, which is like 150,000, and many more incentives that people are not aware of, and that you can have. But first thing first, and these are for the people with challenge credit. So if you have a good score, at least 620, then you don't need these services. You just need a pre-approval letter. That's all I need as your agent. But if you need mentor or coaches or the services of financial managers, you can also join MWR, so that they will make sure after you purchase your home, you remain an homeowner, which is a good service to have on your end. So I'm urging you, the first step for you to do if you have a challenge credit is to go online and join MWR Financial and slash
.com.
.com.
MWRfinancial.com
Okay,
forward
give them the
slash
website again.
MWRfinancial.com
Okay.
forward slash comfort buyers outreach.
Okay.
Again, that's MWRfinancial.com forward slash comfort buyers outreach.
And join. That's a little price to pay for all these services, because if you have to employ CPA on your own, probably maybe like 250 per hour.
per hour, right? And these
Yes,
services are all unlimited,
inclusive
inclusive,
in everything.
which is phenomenal.
And you pay as you go. Once you attain your credit, you know, whatever you are, you goal, then you can cancel. There's no contract or whatever, you can cancel at any time if you feel like you don't need all their services anymore. That is the only reason, I'm partnering with MWR Financial, so that I can service. And this program is especially formulated for realtors like myself, and mortgage brokers and realtors, to help our client, you know restore their credit, who have challenge credit, because like 40% of uh, ages 20 to 39 have challenge credit. So that is an issue.
We don't use the B word anymore.
We don't use the B word, bad credit. We use challenge credit
Yes.
here, because we are not judging you. We don't want to know how you get there, but where do we go from here? How do you get you on the right track, so that you can buy a home from me? Not only that, I want you to remain an homeowner, and HUD hire us to promote owner occupancy. And if you go to www.hudhomestore.com, the first priority is given to owner occupant. Then the second is to investors. Then the good neighbor next door, or and then dollar home for municipals like PG County or Montgomery County. So there's a lot of incentives out there. But first thing first, once you get your credit in order, then you can get your pre-approval letter. Then you go on hudhomestore.com, or any home that you see out there that you like in your neighborhood, wherever you see it. But the only reason I recommend HUD Homes is that the earnest money deposit is just $1,000, whereas if you want to buy from the seller or individual, the earnest money deposit is like 3%. So it's cheaper. And HUD, don't want to. They are not in business of selling homes. They want you to have it, because it's costing them money to keep this house on the market.
Right.
So they would rather let you have it. But what can you buy without good I mean good credit?
Right.
So that's why we are here, to help you, go from point A to point B, where you can be credit worthy and get your FHA approved loan with Mr. Carter. So if you can call us in. We are here to help you, so that you can be a home owner. Not just that, to remain one. And I'm going to dedicate the half of this show to financial aspect, how you can be independent. We are trying to bring the Wall Street to our own Main Street.
That's exactly right.
you know
Absolutely right. That's one of our sayings at MWR Financial.
Yes.
We want to bring Wall Street to Main Street, and
Yes.
we do that by providing the public with these services that the wealthy have been using for generations.
For years.
For generations and years. So these products and services that we have through MWR Financial, literally is bringing Wall Street to Main Street America. And through financial education, and through financial literacy, through all of our programs and our mentors and coaches in each one of the four services which we offer: Credit Max,
Mm-hmm.
Money Max, Equity Max, and Wealth Tracks.
Exactly. So that's what we are all about. We are not here to judge you. There is a lot of incentives out there, like grants. And Mr. Carter of Fidelity Direct Mortgage mentioned last week that Fidelity Direct even have 18,000 in grants, not loan. Once you close, it's forgiven. So, and the states have theirs, and I mean, like I said, I don't do loans. I'm just a realtor. But my goal is not just to sell you a house. I just want you to remain an homeowner. So whatever I can do to help you buy a house from me and then remain homeowner, I will do it. So I mean, if you have any question, and if you have a house that you have, in mind that you want to sell, or you are looking, just go on hudhomestore.com, or any houses in the neighborhood that you like and you would like to put contract on. But first thing first, you have to, that's the protocol. You have to make sure you can be qualified,
Correct.
so that you don't forfeit your earnest money deposit. I understand with HUD it's just $1,000, but that's still money. Your hard earned money. We don't want you to lose it. So, because if they accept your offer and you do not close that's good faith deposit, $1,000 with HUD. But if it's from outside, it's different. Okay, you have to put 3%. Let's say the house is 300,000. You have to put 3% deposit down, unless you get some grants. Then you don't have to put any money down, but you have to be qualified with your credit. And if you have a good credit, I mean, like 620 and above, and you are thinking about purchasing a home, give me a call. My number again is 202-251-0605. I'm just a phone call away. All I need from you is 3% earnest money deposit if you are not buying HUD homes. And if you are buying HUD home, 1,000, earnest money deposit on one hand, and your pre-approval letter on the other hand. Because by me submitting your offer and not showing them the money, where is the money going to come from?
Right.
Suppose they accept, and then you cannot get finance. What's going to happen? So we don't want that.
Correct.
So this is a whole lot cheaper if you have challenge credit, or if you have good credit, and you can get a pre-approval letter through a reputable lender, okay, in one hand, and then your earnest money deposit on the other hand. Then call me and say, Comfort, I would like to see this home. I'm interested in purchasing this one. And I'll be more than happy. We are here, to help you be in your own home. So whatever we can do, that's what we're gonna do to keep you an home owner. So give them the website again,
Yes.
and let them know the process from A to Z, how to go about it, and what they need to
Yes.
do, so that we can.
Yes, again, the website that you want to go to is mwrfinancial.com/comfort buyers outreach to
Okay.
sign up as a member with MWR Financial. And again, we have four services underneath the umbrella of core services of MWR Financial, and they are Credit Max, Equity Max, Money Max, and Wealth Tracks. So four services in one for $79.97 per month. Pay as you go, no long-term contract,
No pressure.
no pressure,
Mm-mm.
and that $79.97 again covers a husband and wife.
Mm-hmm.
So the first thing that you want to do is um, pull your credit reports and send those in to our professionals at Credit Max, and they will do all the work for you. You pull your reports, upload them, they will send them in, and they will upload them into the system. And all the work from that point is done by the professionals.
Exactly.
That's the first step. The second step would be, and by the way, we teach you how to also not pay anything more than you're paying right now. So once you've got your credit restored, you probably want to go to MoneyMax and then set up a consultation with the tax experts, and they will review actually your last 3 years of taxes.
Yes.
And it's quite possible that you've been overpaying in taxes for the last 3 years, and they can find additional money that you've been overpaying, and you can use that money that you've been overpaying, let's say maybe $300 or so, and you can use that money to into some other areas within
Yes.
MWR Financial, our savings program, which is called a private reserve account. It's something that the wealthy have been doing for years.
Mm-hmm.
You can start building and saving through the private reserve account, which is underneath the Wealth Max or Wealth Tracks program. It's very, very powerful, very, very extremely powerful. So all of these services, again, are $79.97 per month, but it's no money that, in addition, that you're paying. So not spending a dime more than what you've already are doing. You're just restructuring the money that you have,
Exactly.
and you're saving through each of the programs, and it's incredible. It's absolutely incredible without spending one dime more than you're paying.
Yes.
I don't know of any other financial services company that's really doing that other than MWR Financial.
Yes. We are here at
As well.
there's a okay, we have a financial guru just coming in now. Miss Sherry Lou, Dr. Lou, come on in, please. Yes. Miss Lou?
Lionel's talking to her.
Okay. Yeah. We partner. Miss Lou. Oh, you must be stuck in traffic. Come right here.
Hello.
Hello.
How
Good
are
to
you?
have you.
Good to have you.
We
too.
are
I
we have
How is it?
Dr. Lou here and
Shirley
we-
Lou, Dr. Shirley Lou's in the house.
Did you bring your picture for the Forbes?
well, I do have the Forbes outside, but
Do you have it, Miss Ban? Yeah.
it's you can get my car keys inside there, and it's in the back trunk. You know, with the yellow envelope inside the yellow envelope in the back trunk. The Forbes magazine's right in there.
Yes.
Yeah, if you're out,
Good to have you.
the back trunk and yellow envelope right on the front.
Okay, so we are talking about how to own your own home. That is cheaper nowadays to own than to rent.
Right.
And we are here, not just to sell our clients homes. We want to make sure that they remain an homeowner. And that's why I partner with, people like Dr. Lou and Mr. Copeland to bring to the table what people need to do in your own estimation. Let the audience know, because we are live. to tell them exactly what to do, how you can help them not just become an homeowner but remain one. So I have I have the pleasure to introduce Dr. Shirley Lou to the studio today. So Miss Lou.
Thank you so much for having me here. Nice to see you again, Leon.
See you as well,
Yes,
Doc.
well.
Absolutely.
Oh, it's been kind of crazy,
I
and
know.
and you're right. Part of the planning for the future of the family is always having a dream home.
Yes.
And what I see in life, a lot of times when people have a home, that's what you look for, right? But guess what? Here's the biggest problem, and people don't realize it. Let's say you buy a home, right, and you want to have it for your family. And one of the most dangerous things I see sometimes is what happened if you are the primary owner who's taking care of that mortgage for your family, and turn around, you happen to get ill. Because getting sick, getting ill, something happens to you,
Yes.
that means, okay, my most valuable asset now can't be protected,
I know.
right?
That's where you come in. Folks, like I said, we're not just going to sell you a home. We want you to remain an homeowner. In case you fall sick, she's going to tell you what needs to be done so that your mortgage can be protected.
Well, I believe in the foundation of life, there's three pillars. When you're looking at, your family financial planning,
Yes.
home is an important part. But in a financial planning piece of it, part of your life, there's three things you need to look at, okay? Well, first of all, what happened me as an owner, and if my whole family depends on me,
Yes.
if I die tomorrow,
Uh-oh.
what happens to the home? And a lot of people say, well, if I die, my family gets a house. Well, here's the problem, guys. Wake up. That house that house does not belong to you. It
I
belongs
know.
to the bank.
That's right.
So when you die and you don't have that kind of protection, then you are in trouble. You understand?
Okay.
So people's got to be proactively aware that you've got to protect that asset. You know.
Right.
So one of the things that's the October 2016.
Yes.
The first magazine there, it's they got 400 billionaires in there, and that's Forever 21 in front. And if you flip inside of it, there's a feature article inside that I showed you earlier a minute ago that Forbes had just decided to feature me in there because
Yes.
I talk about
Because you know your stuff. So
well the title
only-
the title of the article is Championing Guaranteed Lifetime Income, Financial Literacy, and Smart Retirement.
okay.
And that's kind of where I come in and try to
Mr. Green,
do
can
that.
you take a shot of that? I don't know if you can see. Yeah.
And so it's really important, going back to part of that house. Parents say, well, if I die, the kids get the house. Or, well, here's the problem. If you die and you still got a mortgage on that house, which
Right.
most people do,
Right.
that house doesn't belong to the kids. It belongs to the bank.
I know.
So therefore, that comes to mortgage protection. It comes to what is it that you have to protect, to pay for that,
Home.
a home that you
Yes,
have.
yes.
So to me, that's one of the most important things, and a lot of people
Exactly.
lacked of that. Well, then here's another problem. And they said, okay, fine, I'm going to go buy cheapo term insurance. Well, guys, guess what? You got another problem coming.
Tell them, Dr. Lou.
Well, so you bought a house. You're thinking 30 years. You're gonna pay off the house, right? Typically,
Yes.
isn't that you're correct?
Yes.
Mortgage the
Yes.
house. So you buy a 30-year term. Yeah, if I die during the time, the thing's covered. Well, guess what? After 15 years, they decided to have this house have so much equity in it.
Yes.
So guess what
The
people
bank
do?
wants it.
Well, no. When you have so much equity in the home, so the parents decided, well, we need to build an extension. Let's take the money out.
Oh,
Let's refinance
Okay,
because we owe
right.
so much debt. We have
Halfway through the,
then now you just build up more debt, right?
I know.
Now that mortgage that you have now just extended another, or you refinance another 15 years, or you refinance another 30 year. Well, guess what? Remember that 30-year term you bought a long time ago?
Right.
Well, 15
Yes.
has now lapsed.
Yes.
When the 15 year comes around, your term expired, and at that time, you're going to try to requalify. You can't because your health, your age,
I
the
know.
cost is too much, and all that. You know?
Yes.
And typically, what I see is I see a lot of folks going out there running around doing that.
Wow.
wow.
Okay, Now, so that's the first issue.
Because what you don't know can hurt you.
That's right.
Hear from the professional. Listen to the professional. That's why I partner with the best in the field, okay, to help you restore your credit to be, I mean, we don't use the B word on my show. Bad credit, we use challenge credit. So now, once you get the house, Dr. Louis is going to tell you, show you how to remain an homeowner.
Right. So number one, so you want to make protection in case something happened. At least that home still, I can leave a legacy for my family.
Yes.
That's the other thing about leaving a legacy. Having certain type of insurance does not leave a legacy. You got to take a look. What kind of insurance do you have?
Yes.
Does it last to age 120? If it doesn't,
Exactly.
I see Asian and minority all the time. You guys, we don't leave a legacy. I hate to say it. Because all we do all day long is that every time somebody passes away, last week, 7 deaths, and out of 7 deaths, all 7 of them, 6 of them don't have no life insurance.
Mercy.
You hear that?
So GoFundMe starts, and either that, people going around passing a hat.
I know.
Wow.
Right?
And how much can you raise with GoFundMe?
And then the 7th one happens to have life insurance, and I found out the life insurance they had was called accidental. Well, the old man died of cancer.
That's not accidental.
That's not accidental. So
No.
in this case, it didn't get paid either.
Wow.
But you know what? Believe it or not, test me out. Go out, ask 100 folks out there.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
And that's, so number one, we don't learn to leave a legacy. See, the rich knows how to play the game really well,
Oh, of course.
and the rest of us don't. Why? Because it's not worth buying something. I tell you one thing, if I kick the bucket, I want my bones to be worth millions to somebody. That's how you change the generation dynamic of your family from one generation to the next.
That's
Yes.
By leaving a legacy. And you and
Yes.
I have the power to do that today.
Exactly.
And every audience out there, you guys, if you want your family to get ahead, you want your family and your kids to be able to loan other kids money instead of the vice versa,
Exactly.
you have the power to make that $1,000,000, and change it. Life insurance created one of the best legacy.
Yes. Yes.
The Jew does it all the time.
Of course.
Yes. Yes.
They could just get richer and richer, and everything else, other demographic, they get richer and richer because they utilize that. We don't. We keep staying the same old one.
Rick Kroc used his life insurance to start McDonald's.
Exactly.
You
Right.
hear that?
Okay, right. So now I could leave a legacy with something, with a life insurance if you've got the right kind, and at the same time is, guess what? Down the road, the most important things is that you're gonna grow old.
Of course.
Well, guess what? guys?
Living.
You know what,
Grow
guys?
old.
I hate to say it.
Except for me, I'm getting younger.
Well, so here's the deal. Okay,
Right.
so Leon, you got the beautiful house, all paid off because you got a 30-year mortgage, and
Right.
you're really punctual. You paid it off.
That's right.
Cool. Now, if you don't save for retirement, what are you gonna have? You're gonna have a house that's sitting there, but what do you have to? How do you have income coming in? So that comes next problem.
I know.
You can have yeah. So the number 2 is that you're looking at here in opportunities that you gotta have some kind of income. And guess what, most of you guys out there, I'm not even sure where you're putting your money for retirement, right?
Right.
And most people I talk to is that they don't have retirement, and the one that do have it, they have very little. And guess what? Where you're putting your retirement is your money at risk on the market? What happened the last 2-3 weeks? The market been going down.
Oh, yes.
Ooh, wow.
Nose diving.
But you know what? It was really cool. My client was sending me flowers and cookies and cakes and all that because
How come?
girlfriend,
Perfect segue.
there are really a lot of unique product out there
Yes.
that you can't lose.
Yes.
Forbes article said guaranteed.
Guaranteed.
Lifetime.
You hear that, folks? Guaranteed. So,
And it's funny, that's Forbes, but this is the Redskin, Doc Walker. I would just wrote an article in there as well.
oh, okay.
What is your retirement game plan with Coach Lou? They call it Coach
Oh,
Look at that. I love it.
So this is the other one. But going back to retirement, you guys, look, a lot of you guys thinks out there that you need a lot of money to put in for retirement. No, you don't. Start it with $5 a day.
yes.
It's a cup of coffee. You start it somewhere.
$5 a day. You hear that?
150.
And then kind of
150 a
start.
month.
And that's how you change your destiny. Next, So now you start saving something for future for retirement. Now you get that house. Now you get income coming in.
Yes.
I know all of you guys sitting there saying, "Well, I got Social Security." Ladies and gentlemen, read my lips. Okay. Are you ready for this? Did you know 15 years, now 15 years is not a long time, right?
No.
15 years now, the demographic, 70% of the U.S. are 65 and older. Now you've got a demographic of 70%, right, that are 65 and older, and you got payroll taxes coming in only 10%. That means only 10% young people are contributing. So if you've got expense going out 75 and 10%, the United States is already in big trouble as it is. Are you kidding me with all these tax stuff that they're doing now?
Right.
The deficit has gone off the roof.
Right.
What do you think is going to happen? Medicaid, you think it's going to be around? Okay. Social Security, you think it's going to be around? You want to count on that? Well, that's right. So, you got to proactively plan. Great if it comes out. That's good for us.
Right.
But you guys don't bank on that.
That's
Because
right.
let me tell you, when you've got this many mouths to feed, there's no money around. I mean, the well's running dry. And then I see that's happening. Okay. So I just told you that you need to save for retirement. And you got to save in a place where you can't lose. Okay?
That's right.
All right? Because you're at an age, right now, you're young, 20, 30, okay, maybe you can afford up and down, like what the financial advisor may tell you, market rebound. But the problem is you're 50, 60 years old. If you lost that money, you can't recuperate. Look at 2008. Hey, guess what, guys? Read my lips. I think the market's going to make more correction. I think it's going to make more correction. If it does, I hope the audience out there has got some way you protect it, that you're not losing that money, right? Now, all right, so I talk about living a long time, making sure you have retirement, and if you die too soon, making sure you have protection, leave a legacy, pay off your house, have money for your family to go, and all that. The third pillar. Ready?
Okay.
What if between living too long and dying too soon, you could get sick? Have you ever heard of anyone have a heart attack?
Oh, of course.
How about stroke?
Every day.
Stroke?
Every day.
How about Alzheimer?
Oh, my goodness.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's the number one killer
Right.
in the U.S.
How about dementia?
Yes.
Well, you and I have friends and family. I have 3 of my friends right now that their parents that literally have dementia and stuff like that. And guess what? No money to take care. Long-term care. All that is coming. So imagine the new dynamic today industry is that what if you had a life insurance that becomes all living benefit? So in the case if you have that, it said here, girlfriend, use that money while you're alive instead of death.
Right.
I think these are the education I think people need to take a look at. People need to take a look at their current plan, right? There's so many things that I know, in this short half an hour that we can't always cover it.
No.
Right?
No.
So you want to make sure that you have a policy that covers those kind of things. Living too long, dying too soon, and being ill and sick and all that. People say, well, I have health insurance. Well, guy, wake up. Health insurance pay for the doctors and all that. It doesn't pay an income.
No.
So okay, while you're sick, who's going to pay for that mortgage? So you got to think from that aspect of it. But what's really neat? A lot of folks out there today, they think that, oh, you know what? I don't need to worry about long-term care. But guess what? Do you know out of 2 people, 1 would need long-term care?
Of course.
Okay. And then the other thing is that there are people out there that
Nurses
today
are making beaucoup money.
absolutely, and then there's a lot of folks out
And
there today that may have health issue. Okay. That they can't get life insurance, right? So they go and they said, hey, you know what? I'm trying to get life insurance, but I can't. I've got cancer, I've got this, I got that, and all these issues, they're not being approved.
Right.
Did you know there are annuity products out there that I can take a 401k or an IRA, convert it into a stream of income, and if they go into a long-term care down the road, it doubles?
Really?
The money doubles, yeah.
You hear that, folks?
So, giving that said, there's a lot of dynamic. You guys should, hey, our company we work with, we give a no cost, no obligation.
Give them the name of your company again.
You can Google my name easily, Shirley Lou, L-U-U, but it's Shirley Lou Finance. And by the way, if you want to put Shirley Lou Forbes, you can Google that, and the article will come up. So it just makes it easier for guys, but I love what I do. I love what I do with a passion. And by the way, guys, ladies and gentlemen out there, I'm looking for partner. Believe it or not, Leon, this week I put in over 475 resume hiring. Yeah, I got about 475 resume. I'm looking for folks. Yesterday met 15 business new partner. Oh my goodness, look at this. Where'd you get this?
That's one of my sponsors.
Fidelity Direct Mortgage?
Yes.
Guess who they are? They're my new partner.
Oh.
Yes. Fidelity.
They are my sponsor.
They're pretty awesome.
Oh, yes.
They're one of my.
Brett Carter is not here today because,
You're talking
Previous
about Brett Carter. Do you know Shirley Lou?
wow. Yeah, we
Everybody.
talk about you.
Brett
Everybody
Carter,
knows Shirley Lou.
DJ. I met the owner of Fidelity Direct Mortgage. I was in the building.
AJ and Saeed.
Just AJ, Saeed, and all of us. You know, Shirley Lou. Starting in April, we're gonna do some really nifty stuff together.
Oh, yes.
They have looked at many financial firms, and at the end, it's good. They've chosen me to do partner with me, and then so it's such an honor. And it's to do that. But last night I signed up 15 new business partner last night.
Wow.
Look at that.
And by the way, for those of you guys who's interested in do financial, not sure if you guys know, but it's one of the highest paid industry. And I mean, I've got folks coming on board working with me, with no background stuff like that. And within a week, they've got over 15 new clients. Some of them, right now, I mean, less than 6 months with me, they're making about $100,000 a month.
Wow. You hear that, folks?
Yeah.
Not only do we want you to buy your own home, we want you to remain a homeowner and financially healthy and all this information that you need.
It's funny because right before I came, there was a lady who heard me on the radio, on Sirius XM, and so she goes, Shirley, she said, well, I'm in trouble. She said, I'm totally in trouble. My husband and I, financially, we've owned so much bill, so much debt. We're over our head. We're behind our mortgages. We are just like, I know you talk about savings and all that. We're not even in that position. I am just like totally down under. I told her, I said, you call me, there's only one way out for you. Only one way out. And she does a lot of marketing. Her husband, she's an architect, and her husband does private investigator. So they really check me out.
Right, sure.
And at the end of the day, I said, you want me to show you how to make money?
Yes.
An entrepreneur? I'll show you how to make money in 1 week. And so guess what? We're already on the road. And I said, look, young lady, a single mom, said, Shirley, if I can bring in $5,000 a month, that could make a difference in my life. The first month, she brought in $10,000 with me. Because you know what? Life is all about focus. You gotta focus on the right thing. And if you focus on the wrong thing, you're chasing after something else.
I know.
I've always been true to my heart, and
Yes.
and for those of my team who follows me, are very successful at it, is because I taught them how to do it. But again, you only have 8 hours in a day, so your day either do something that's gonna make you a lot of money and help a lot of people.
Yes.
Do you want to make $10 an hour, or do you want to make $1,000 an hour?
Of course, 1,000.
But you know what? But most people go for the $10. I don't know why.
Because that's easy. That's why so many people, they rather rent than own. And it's cheaper to own than rent.
Guys,
Why?
You said the magic word, because it's easy. Guys, you know what? In life, sometimes pushing the hard work, it does get paid off. The road to success go through the city dump.
Yes.
Okay, so you have to know that, I mean, I was a single mom. You gotta know my story. My husband died unexpectedly and left with 3 kids.
You too? My son died.
Yeah.
So, I mean, everything went down the drain. I couldn't even think straight. So, we are not out here to judge you.
Right.
Things do happen. But, where do we go from here? So, to pick up the pieces and get back on the right track. So, I've partnered with, the best in the field to help us get to where we need to be.
Yeah.
I cannot thank you enough, Miss Lou,
Yeah.
for showing up today. And if you need to contact Miss Lou,
Just call Shirley Lou, LUUfinance.com, and my direct cell is very easy, 703-608-1234. 1203. There are no costs, you guys, for you to take a look at your current financial plan. We'll take a look at it. We'll help you decipher what it is and tell you, here's what you have, here's what could be better. If what you have is better, we leave it alone. We don't touch it. Again, there are no cost for it. As a matter of fact, for those of you guys have 401k IRA, you get a bonus money from us as well. 10% bonus on the money. The transfer, so it's good, And my direct line is 703-608-1203.
Okay. So. Thank you so very much for watching us this week, and we will see you next week. Same time, same place. Please tell your family and friends. We have a very fantastic show coming up next week for you guys. Thank you so very much.